Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Green River Single Barrel Full Proof Store Pick. Is it any good? Is it as good as the other Green River bourbon? Stay tuned and find out. Thanks for coming back. Today we're talking about a store pick Green River Full Proof Single Barrel. I got this from Livonia Wine Palace, which is off of where I live, about 40 minutes from here. It was all over the Michigan Bourbon Club. They had a whole bunch. So I went in, looked around, got one of their picks for another Buffalo Trace pick, and I picked this up. Because like I say, again, getting those hookups, going in there, buying their product because they make money off of this. They prefer you to take a store pick than a regular Green River or such. They get the money off of this. So I picked it up, got some information from them about what picks were coming out soon, and just sat and chatted with them. So this is Green River. It is, right now, this one here is a 119 proof, and the back says, A Legacy Revived. Founded by John W. McCulloch in 1885 as Kentucky's 10th oldest distillery, Green River was celebrated for quality and became known as the whiskey without regrets, before being lost to history after Prohibition. Once again, Green River whiskey is crafted from its original home. The single barrel expression showcases a unique, full-bodied flavor from our rich, favorite Rickhouse locations. Now, I know recently they got bought out by Bardstown, so I don't know if this was prior to Bardstown, what it could be. I know it is at least 5 years aged in new American oak. Like I said, the proof is 119, and the mash bill is 70% Kentucky corn, 21% rye, and 9% malted barley. So I had a little bit off of it. This has been sitting out about 20 minutes. Got a little bit of history, got a little bit in the bottle. Like I always say, what's that juice like inside? Oh, also, just like the other Green Rivers, there's a little notch in there, so you can still play that little, what we called back in the day, knock hockey. Let's get into the nose. Ooh, earthy. Rich raspberry. Like a dark berry note, but I'm not gonna lie, when I first had a right off the neck rip pour, it was really good. So let's see how it's aged. I've had this now for about a week and a half. Let's get another nose. You get cranberry, like a light cranberry. If you've ever been to Cranberry Field, where they do the fresh cranberries, it literally looks like a sea of red cranberries. That's that note I'm getting with a little bit of back end vanilla. Okay, we got it on the nose. Let's get into the first taste. Oh, so that's really good. It's a sweet caramel apple, a little bit fruity note, a little bit of spice on the back end, and almost like if you've ever dipped your tongue when you were a kid in the Kool-Aid package, the cherry one, and put it on your tongue to taste what it's like, you get that boom, that cherry right up there, and then it kind of coasts back. That's what that reminds me of. It's really good, and the MSRP on this was $55. So again, that's not bad. So you're getting 5 years old again, like we talked about before. It's now anywhere between 10 to 15 years per year of aging when whatever finishes that day you do to it. So $55 to $65 isn't too bad for a full-proof single barrel from Green River, because their bourbon to me is spot on. Wasn't a fan as their wheated was, but I really like the bourbon, and you can still get that in Michigan now. They're selling for $35. So a good, very flavorful bourbon for a good price. Let's get into a second taste. Oh yeah, you get a vanilla bean with honey and apples. Like if you ever had an apple and cut it up, like a Fuji apple, and put some honey on it. That's what that reminds me of. It's extraordinarily good. Mouth coating. The Kentucky hug is literally here. It's just right here, and it's just just a little bit right there. Not overpowering. So it's right up my alley. Savory, sweet, proofy, because I'm a proof whore, and not a huge Kentucky hug. This is a win all day in the paint. You gotta love this. If you can find it out there and you get a store pick and you can at least try it, most stores will let you try it, and it's savory and sweet and delicious and juicy, is up your alley, then you're gonna love this. I'm your host, Brian. This is the Average Whiskey Drinker channel. Like I always say, find a bottle, open a bottle, enjoy the bottle, because good whiskey is always meant to be shared. Thank you so much. Like, comment below if you had this one or the other bourbons, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks so much. I'll talk with you all soon.